on to the final four-way match beside the vacant 1PW Heavyweight Championship of the World. Coming to the ring at this time, alongside 1PW original Greg Burridge. From Essex, England, weighing in at 100 kilos, he is the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay!
Huge ovation for Will Ospreay, as once upon a time it was feared that Ospreay may not even be able to compete here tonight. A grade 2 tear in his pec and his rotator cuff have kept Ospreay on the shelf for many, many weeks. But Will Ospreay has been medically cleared. Will Ospreay is good to go, but is he 100%?
And his opponents,
Bobby Fish with a resume that can read a mile long. Whether you talk about his tag team history as part of Red Dragon, or in the Undisputed Era, or his runs as a singles competitor, or even making his boxing debut in Dubai, competing on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather. And yes, folks, Bobby Fish was victorious in his boxing debut. And as a result, you gotta believe there's a wave of confidence and momentum overcome Bobby Fish's frame of mind. Two men very seasoned, very experienced. Bobby's had a lot of huge life changes lately. Just got married this past July. I'm sure Bobby Fish would love to build his family around world title caliber paydays. And Will Ospreay explodes out of the corner. Shotgun drop kick, wasting no time. Will Ospreay making the most of the moment, down with a pescado to the floor. Perhaps Ospreay is striking first, so there is no potential damage to the shoulder. Ospreay springs in with a forearm, nicely done. Will Ospreay finds himself in full control over Bobby Fish in the opening moments. Springboard, down with a cutter attempt. Bobby Fish counters. Attempting high risk very early as Bobby Fish. Back kick counters. Oh, Fish went for the inside leg kick, nicely done. Ospreay being punished. Ow, up and down the anatomy. Bobby Fish training in the martial arts since the age of 8. He is specialized in Muay Thai. And Ospreay, whose body has felt the damage of a rough schedule across the world, from the United Kingdom, Japan, United States, all points in between. And it's Ospreay and Bobby Fish exchanging shots center of the ring. Ospreay getting the upper hand. Ospreay with a size advantage. Ospreay's attitude, his demeanor, especially ever since forming United Empire, in the eyes of some has been unmanageable, has been ego-driven. We'll see if Bobby Fish can beat that out of him. Beautiful leap up into the Hurricane Rana. Ospreay makes the difficult appear seamless and effortless. Oh, Ospreay went for a kick, but Fish had maneuvered himself out of harm's way. Ospreay crouched himself, but attempted to recover. Ospreay does not have the strength in his extremities after that awkward landing on the top rope. And that may have been what saved Bobby Fish from a very, very unkind fate. Oh, jeez! And Fish kicks out the vertical base. Bobby Fish can do so much damage. So many disciplines of mixed martial arts and kickboxing does Bobby Fish take from in developing his style. And if this match is on the outside, I would give the advantage to Bobby Fish because so much of Will Ospreay in the ring is using that ring as an offensive weapon and braving the elements and using his surroundings. But Ospreay in a bad way now, and I notice very worrisome that kinesio tape on Ospreay's shoulder is already coming off, and any kind of support or grip or placement that Ospreay's getting from that will be very, very short-served. Keep in mind, 4 winners in 4 first-round matches. We'll move on to our main event, where we will crown a 1PW champion. For the first time in over a decade, there will be an athlete definitively representing the 1PW brand. And I, for one, can't wait to see it. Can't wait to experience it. And the more this is a striking game, it's advantage Bobby Fish. No question about that. Ospreay has put on a lot of size. He's probably larger than he's ever been in his career, and that's in a good way. That's muscle mass. That's strength. But bottom line is, when it comes to a striking game, Bobby Fish has the edge. And when it comes to endurance, Ospreay may not be used to carrying this amount of body weight for the duration. It's Bobby Fish now with those Muay Thai knees off of the clinch. And knocking these fans. Fish to the outside, and backhand rolling with a senton. Nicely done. Ospreay is down, Ospreay is hurt, into the cover, and Bobby Fish finds 2. On the outside is the pucka one. Greg Burridge, Darren Burridge, call him what you will. He was in the very first wrestling match under the 1PW banner ever in this company. And now he is the mentor, protege, a mentor of his protege, I should say, Will Ospreay, who Burridge trained and developed from a very young age. We've seen Burridge as a bit of a coach in some respects towards Ospreay in recent times, a cornerman. And it means so much to Burridge to have Ospreay here, because Burridge was one of those men that helped build this ship, helped create the 1PW brand, and made it what it is today. Former tag team champion as well as Burridge. And Ospreay sometimes has that air of arrogance about him, where you're not quite sure what to make of it. You're not quite sure what Ospreay feels about those around him. We know how Bobby Fish feels. A very unpleasant roundhouse kick connects as Ospreay has an opening. Ospreay an opportunity to get himself back in the game. And he had the danger of somebody just coming off their first match off a serious injury that kept him on the shelf many weeks. Ospreay showing no signs of damage there. Caught the forearm shot compact with the back of the head. And the hook of the leg. Bobby Fish able to kick out. If Ospreay's going to have his day in the sun, if he's going to have this night go exactly how he intends it to, he has to compete twice, and he has to outlast 4 other opponents. That's no easy feat if you're 100%, let alone if you're dealing with nagging injuries. Ospreay feeling out that shoulder, perhaps a bit there. We'll keep an eye on if that the windup of that strike did any damage. Keep in mind it was Ospreay one-on-one with Robbie X back a couple of months ago in Lincoln. You can find that on Blu-ray and on Fight TV. And it's Bobby Fish looking to take away the vertical base to counter. And Ospreay, the striking again, into the cover. And Bobby Fish kicks out. Ospreay showing how heavy-handed he can be. Again, this speaks to the size advantage. It speaks to the added power in his game. And action continues with Bobby Fish maneuvering Ospreay back into the corner. Fish. Oh man, what a violent dragon screw leg whip. So much pressure, so much impact. That's what Bobby Fish can do. It's a systematic dissection of the human anatomy, and nearly had a pinfall there. Fish hoping to move on to our main event tonight. We will crown 4 new champions before we go off the air. I don't know that it's ever been done in pro wrestling. Normally you would see them staggered out over a period of weeks or months, but 1PW truly is all or nothing this evening here in the historic, famed Doncaster Dome. Bobby Fish, that side round kick. Mocking these fans, mocking Ospreay. Right in the chest cavity, right in the pec. Keep in mind that's where the tear was. There was so much damage done to that pectoral muscle of Ospreay. And Ospreay's caught the leg. And Fish, all around kick. Nothing doing. Ospreay comes back with a shot of his own. Crowd coming alive here for Will Ospreay and 1PW as a whole, but it's Bobby Fish who sends Ospreay over with a T-bone suplex. And Fish has Ospreay perhaps going in for the kill. I think there's a sense of urgency from Bobby Fish, who goes super tall man. Super Falcon arrow and a near fall. But notice as soon as Ospreay kicks out, it's Fish who goes to the ankle. It's Bobby Fish wrenching away. He's got the knee barred. He's got the leg grapevine. Will Ospreay tap away his shot at 1PW gold? Ospreay is struggling. Ospreay does not have ideal ring positioning. He can't find a rope. Check out the power. Will Ospreay able to muscle Fish to his feet. Side kick to the temple. I'll cover, but Fish swats him away back to the ankle lock. Ospreay trying to bridge back, tap the shoulders. Ospreay. Fish had to let go of his own hold, or else he would have pinned himself. Ospreay springs off with a cutter. No! Ospreay the near fall, half a count away. And the hidden blade! From the blind side, Will Ospreay puts away Bobby Fish.
Here is your winner, and advancing to the fatal four-way to decide the new 1PW champion, the Area Assassin, Will Ospreay!
Well, if there are any doubts about the physical condition of Will Ospreay, those have been answered. Will Ospreay showing he's got what it takes to get past round number 1. And with Greg Burridge cheering him on, we'll see if Will Ospreay has the endurance and if he's got the health to go all the way, favoring that rotator cuff, favoring that injury. Did Ospreay come back too soon? I hope not. Can Ospreay continue? I hope so. A great ovation from Burridge as Will Ospreay has to figure out a way to gut it out and continue as he's got 3 more opponents to come, and we will find out their identities as the night progresses.
Will Ospreay his first match back from the torn pec, the torn rotator cuff, but will his body be able to stay intact with 3 opponents still to come? How's Will feeling? Stevie Aaron gonna get a word with your winner, Will Ospreay.
Well, Joe Dombrowski, if I could be so bold, I would very much like to speak to this man. There's nobody on planet Earth quite like Will Ospreay, but visibly nursing an injury. It is well documented. The fans in attendance know all about it. But still, what a victory. You've got to be happy. It's got to make you confident having a victory over somebody the caliber of Bobby Fish going into tonight's main event match for the 1PW title.
I don't know how to spell confidence, but I goddamn am it. Listen up, Bobby Fish is one of the best strikers in wrestling today. But I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I can have 1 arm, 1 tit, 1 bollock, and I still know that I am the one pro wrestler that will take the World Heavyweight Championship, because I am on another level.